This is Prabhat Kumar and I welcome you all to PYQ Academy. In the previous video, I had discussed the questions of science of second session of CDS 2021. In this video, I am going to discuss the solutions of CDS 1 2021 in which I will be covering the science portion. The trends are same. There are total 30 questions asked in every session of CDS and almost there are each 10 questions from physics, chemistry and biology, and the authentic source are NCERT itself. So let's move to the question. The first question is a very simple question taken from the cell chapter of class 9, in which it is asking cell wall is not present in cells. So we know that the basic difference between plant cell and animal cell is the cell wall. Cell wall is present in plant cell and it is absent in animals. So if you look up to the in the options, one option is human, and human is means of Animalia kingdom. So our answer is A, human. Let's move to the second question. Uh, a child receives a tall, beautiful plant as a birthday gift from his father with a quiz. The father asked her how she would verify whether this tall plant was progeny of both tall parents or one tall and one short parents. She could verify this through. Okay, suppose uh, suppose she got one of this plant. Okay, so you can see I took this picture from NCRT. So in this experiment, in the first generation, Mendel took one pure tall plant and one pure short plant, and it was crossed. After crossing, it was found that all four plants were tall, but they were means it was not sure whether they are purely tall or not. So this plant was again self crossed. Okay, sorry, means self pollinated, and in the F2 generation, it was found that one was purely tall and one was purely short. And if there is one short plant, then that means it is confirmed that the tall plant was not pure tall. So our answer lies in this F2 generation, that uh, uh, her father asked her that tall plant was a progeny of both tall parents or one tall parent. So by doing self pollination, she can decide whether if it was TT, na, then all four plants would have tall plant. So the answer is self pollination. By self pollinating, she can verify it. Okay. The next question: a student was doing an experiment on increasing the cell division among plants. Okay. So cell division among plants. She asked her supervisor to suggest a specific plant hormone for the same. Had you been her supervisor, which plant hormone you suggest? Okay, that means the question is asking about a plant hormone. Okay, which will increase the cell division. So this is a question from class 10 NCRT. Okay, class 10 NCRT, from where I had taken this picture. So okay, let's look at the options first. Okay, so auxin and ghrelin, both these hormones are the growth hormones. Okay, growth hormones, in which auxin is uh, auxin is there, which synthesizes at the shoot tip and helps the cell to grow longer. Okay, suppose this is a plant. Okay, and suppose this is a leaf. So auxin is present at the shoot. Okay, and here is gibberellins. Gibberellins are there for the growth of stems. Okay, gibberellins, which are like auxin, helping growth of stem. And cytokinins promote cell division. So our answer is C. And the third and the last option is abscissate. Actually, it is there to inhibit or to stop the growth. Okay, stop the growth of growth of plant. So this hormone is present in leaves. That's why by the action of this hormone, uh, wetting of leaves occurs. Okay, wetting of leaves. That means falling of leaves. So our answer is option C. Next is, which cell organelles have their own DNA and ribosomes? Okay, this is a question directly from NCERT cell chapter class 9. So where it is written that mitochondria are strange organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosome. Therefore, mitochondria are able to make some of their proteins. And in another para, it is written that like the mitochondria, plastids are also have their own DNA and ribosome. That means plastids plus uh, mitochondria both have their own uh, DNA and ribosome. Okay, so the answer is mitochondria and plastids, option B. Osmosis is the process of movement of water molecule from it. Okay, this is also directly from the same chapter. It is asking about the osmosis process. Okay, so suppose it is asking about the movement of water. So suppose if you don't know about osmosis at all, so let's try to solve this question through options. Okay, in one option it is given that molecules movement from higher concentration to lower concentration, and another option it is given that lower concentration to higher concentration. So think, is it possible that water can move from lower concentration to higher concentration? No, it is not possible. So the option having lower to higher is cancelled. Now in each option we have left with higher concentration to its lower concentration through cell wall. Now think, cell wall is the outer covering of a stem. Okay, and it is so much hard that it is not possible that means there is a free movement of water molecules from one side to other side. So this option is also wrong. And now in the other option it is given that through fully permeable or semi permeable. Okay, so if the this is also wrong option. The answer is semi permeable membrane, because the cell organelles are membrane bounded, and so fully permeable membrane is not possible. So the answer is option D. You can also see this here. Osmosis is the passage of water from a region of higher water concentration through a selectively permeable membrane to a region of low concentration. That means from high to low till equilibrium is reached. Okay. So answer is option D. Let's move to the next question. Growing of two or more crops simultaneously on the same field is a definite pattern in is known as. There are different cropping patterns, and we have to check the means which is matching with this definition. Okay, suppose so let me define each and every option. The last option is hybrid farming. This is when we use hybrid seeds. Okay, HYB seeds for any other uh, for increasing the productivity, that is known as hybrid farming. In mixed farming, animals plus crops are grown simultaneously. Means animals like means livestock. Okay, are reared. Means livestock are reared, and at the same time crops are also grown. And mixed farming, mixed cropping, and intercropping are nearly same, but there is one difference. You can see in the lines. Mixed cropping is growing two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land. Okay, that means you can grow wheat plus gram or wheat plus mustard. Okay, but intercropping is growing two or more crops simultaneously on same field in a definite pattern. This is the difference. Okay, you can see this image is of intercropping, in which cauliflowers, beans, and cabbage are grow in the same field in some definite pattern. Okay, and the question was asking about definite pattern, so our answer is option B, intercropping. Okay, next question is, when we heat lead nitrate in a boiling tube, we observe the emission of brown fumes. Which one of the following is the brown gas? This is also given directly in NCERT. Uh, this is actually this is example of decomposition reaction in which when you heat lead nitrate, so it will become lead oxide and release nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So nitrogen dioxide is that brown gas which was asked. So answer is option D. Next question. Which of the following substances do silver articles react with that makes the silver articles black? Okay. So this is also directly from NCERT, in which you can see this. Silver articles become black after some time when exposed in air. This is because it reacts with sulfur in air to form coating of silver sulfide. Okay, that means Ag plus S becomes Ag2S. Okay, 2Ag plus S. So the question was asking about sulfur. Okay. Which one of the following metals is kept immersed in kerosene oil to protect it to prevent accidental fire? Okay, that means asking about which of the following is the most reactive. Okay, so in reactivity series, you can see that potassium is the most reactive after the sodium, then calcium, magnesium. Okay, so in this chapter, uh, metals and non-metals, you will find that metals such as potassium and sodium react so vigorously that they catch fire if kept in open. Hence, to protect them, to prevent accidental fire, they are kept immersed in kerosene. Okay. So here potassium is not in the option, so answer will be sodium. Okay. A solution contains 20 gram of solute and 180 gram of solvent. If the solvent is water, what is the concentration of solution in terms of mass by mass percentage? So the mass by mass percentage formula is directly given in NCERT. You can see this, and one similar example is also given. So if we have done the numerical examples of the NCERT, you will find easy to solve these problems in the exam. So let's solve it. First, the solute is 20 gram and 20 gram is the solvent. So total it will be 200 gram of solution. So by using this formula, we can solve mass of solute is 20 divided by mass of solution is 200. Okay, into 100. So by solving this, we get 10. So 10% is the answer. It was a very easy question. Which one of the following elements is a non-metal but is lustrous? It is also directly from metal chapter, metals and non-metals. Okay. Here you can see that iodine is a non-metal but it is lustrous. That means it has a shiny appearance. So answer is D, iodine. You can also learn the other fact that gallium and cesium are metals with very low melting point, that these two metals will melt if you keep them on your palm. Okay. Which one of the following metals has both malleability and ductility properties? Okay. So first you should know the meaning of malleability and ductility. Okay. So ductility means the ability of metals to be drawn into thin wires. Okay. And malleability means metal can be beaten into thin sheets. So there are various examples. So coming to the options, we have sodium, aurum, that is gold, cesium, and Hg, that is mercury. So you can see here that a wire of about gold. Gold is the most ductile metal, and it is also, you can see, gold and silver are most malleable. So gold is the metal which has both the property of malleability and ductility. Okay. We are given three copper wires of different lengths and different areas of cross section. Which one of the following would have highest resistivity? It is asking about resistivity. We know that R, that is the resistance, is equals to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity, and resistivity depends upon the nature or characteristic property of that material. That means if a wire is made up of copper, then irrespective of its length or area of cross section, the resistivity remains same. So let's move to the options. Copper wire of 50 cm length and 1 mm diameter, copper wire of 20. These all options are there to confuse you. The answer is the D. All the wire would have the same resistivity because all the wires are made up of copper. Which of the following statements about fission is correct? Okay. So in the first, let's go through the statements. It is related with the creation of new individual by means of cell division in unicellular organism. Yes, it is correct. It is related with transformation of heavier nuclei into smaller. It is also correct. It is related to the with the creation of heavier nuclei by means of combining two. No, this is fusion actually. Okay, this is fusion. So our answer should be option 1 and 2. Okay. And this is from biology and this is from physics. Which one of the following is an electric conductor? So if you know the basic concept of conductor and insulator, you can solve this. Which of the following is an electric conductor? Plastic sheet is an insulator. So this is not the answer. Distilled water doesn't contain any minerals, so it is also an insulator. Okay. Wooden thin sheet will not conduct any electricity. So the answer is option C, human body. Human body has blood, so current can flow through the human body. Okay. A non-spherical shiny spoon can generally be considered as, okay, that means the spoon what you use for eating is little bit curved but not totally curved, and if you ever had observed your face in this shiny spoon, you must you can answer this question very easily. Okay. And this is also given in NCERT that curved surface of a shiny spoon could be considered as a curved mirror, and the most commonly used type of curved mirror is spherical mirror. Okay, so the answer is spherical mirror, not parabolic, and plane and lens are not at all. Who among the following is a pioneer in discovering the heating effect of electric current? Okay, so suppose you don't know, but let's try to eliminate the option. You can eliminate Isaac Newton because you know him for the gravitation. Galileo telescope, so eliminate this option. J. Thomson, you know, for electron, so this is also not possible. This is it seems to be possible because the name is Joule and Joule is the unit of energy. Okay, so it makes some sense and this is the correct option. Which one of the following laws of electromagnetism does not give the direction of magnetic field? So the options are right hand thumb rule, Fleming's left hand thumb rule, Fleming's right hand thumb rule, hand rule, and Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So this is a very good question because in this question the examiner is checking the knowledge of each and every hand rules. Okay, so I took all these images from NCERT. So let's go through first option, right hand thumb rule. Okay, right hand thumb rule is this. So in which you can see if the thumb is denoting the direction of current, then the curled fingers are denoting the direction of magnetic field. So the question was asking which law of electromagnetism does not give the direction, it gives. So this is the wrong answer. Okay. Fleming's left hand rule. You can see in Fleming's left hand rule, the field is means you can find the direction of field. So this is also the wrong answer. Fleming's right hand rule. You can also find the direction magnetic field. So it is also wrong answer. Then the option left is surely the right option. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay. An antibiotic is not useful against a virus, whereas a vaccine is. Which one of the following is most appropriate reason for this? Okay. So the reason is directly given in the NCERT, that if you had read these lines, and as an example, let us take antibiotics. They commonly block biochemical pathways important for bacteria. Many bacteria, okay, but viruses do not use these pathways at all. And that is the reason why antibiotics do not work against viral infections. Okay, so by going through these lines, our answer is option D. A virus does not use biochemical pathways which can be blocked by an antibiotic, but a vaccine can boost an immune system to fight virus. Okay, let's move to next question. Sleeping sickness is caused by. This is also a question directly from NCERT. You can see this image I took from NCERT. Uh, why do the chapter's name is why do we fall ill? Okay. I think from class 9, chapter 13. So here you can see picture of trypanosoma, the protozoa organism responsible for sleeping sickness. So not Plasmodium, not Paramecium, not Leishmania, it is trypanosoma. Okay. Which one of among the following is a free living animal? So and this is the question from the chapter diversity and okay, human living organism, and it is in class 9, chapter 7. Okay. So in there I found that they are either free living or parasitic. Some examples are free living animals like planarians or parasitic animals like liver fluke. So liver fluke is the parasitic one, but planaria is the free living, and these are also parasitic. Okay, so our answer is option D. Which one of the following is the structure of cardiac muscle cells? Okay, this is directly given in NCERT that heart muscle cells are cylindrical, branched, and uninucleate. Okay, so cylindrical, not unbranched, it should be branched, not multinucleated, uninucleated, not spinal shaped, cylindrical, branched, and uninucleated. Option is so answer is option D. Which one of the following naturally occurring acids is found in abundance in tomato? This is a very easy question. You can see that oxalic acid is found in tomato. Don't confuse with tartaric acid. Okay, this is found in tamarind. So the answer is option C. Which one of the following is used in soda acid fire extinguisher? Okay, so this is also question directly from, I think it is question from acid and bases, where you can find uses of baking soda. So here it is written that which is also used as soda acid fire extinguisher. So the answer is NaHCO3, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Which one of the following sodium compounds is used for softening hard water? Okay, that means let's see this lines. Uses of washing soda. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. That means washing soda can be used for softening of hard water. Okay, And what is the formula of washing? So it is Na2CO3. Okay, so answer is option A. This is baking soda, no. This is also not, and this is no. Next question is, calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water to produce slaked lime, whose solution is used for whitewashing. The slaked lime reacts with a component A in air to form a thin layer of component B to give a shiny finish. What are the components A and B? Okay, so let's first write the reaction. And first it is written calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water. So you can see this reaction. When we react calcium oxide with water, we will form slaked lime. Okay, and then slaked lime reacts with component A. Okay, it reacts with component A and it forms CaCO3, and which is a white precipitate. Okay, so the slaked lime reacts with component A in the air to form a thin layer of component B to give shiny finish, and this is the shiny finish. Okay, so the answer should be, in place of A it should be CO2, and in place of B it should be calcium carbonate. So O2 no, CO2 and COH no, O2 no, this is also not, CO2 plus CaCO3. This is the correct option. Okay. While you are going through NCERTs, please underline or by heart all the reactions which are given. Each and every reaction given as example in NCERT is very important. How many internal reflection of light takes place in formation of primary rainbow? So I took this picture from NCERT, which is a picture of formation of primary rainbow. So you can see that when the sunlight passes through or enters a raindrop, it goes through, first it goes through refraction, okay, then reflection, okay, and then again refraction, and this process is known as total internal reflection. Okay, so there is difference between refraction and reflection. It is asking about reflection. How many internal reflection? So there is only one internal reflection, so the answer is option B. Okay, the direction of acceleration in uniform circular motion is along. Okay, it is asking about a uniform circular motion. Let's draw a circle. So if someone is suppose if a person is running in this circular track, so at a particular time his direction will be like this. Okay. Tangential will be tangential. Okay. So this is the direction of velocity, and the direction of acceleration is directly perpendicular to velocity, so it will be like this. Okay. So it is always like, if you write like this, if v, if it is v, then it is a. Okay, let's move to the question. The direction of acceleration in uniform circular motion is along the direction of motion. No, it is not along the direction of motion. The tangent to the circle at a point. No, tangent shows the direction of velocity, so it is also one option. Direction of velocity, no, it is perpendicular, not parallel. So it is the answer, direction perpendicular to velocity. Okay, so answer is option D. The weight of an object is due to the net force acting on it, the total of all forces acting on it, the force that it exerts on the ground, its net property. Okay, so we know the formula of weight, that is mass into gravity. Okay, so let's suppose this is some person standing here. So the first option is net force acting on it. Okay, so the weight, anything weight is measured. Suppose if this is a weighing machine, when we will stand on this weighing machine, it will show our weight. Okay, So we are exerting pressure on this weighing machine, and this weighing machine is exerting pressure on earth. So there is no relation with any external force or net force acting on this body. Okay, so net force acting on this body doesn't have any relation. The total of all forces acting on it irrespective of all direction is also not required. The force that it exert on the ground, yes, this person, how much force it is exerting on the ground will count as a weight. So it is option C. Its internal property, no. Okay, so here you can also see that written in NCERT that as the weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth, the SI unit of weight is the same as that of force. Okay, the weight is a force acting vertically downward. So the answer is option C. The size of particle being studied in nanotechnology is one of the most easiest questions. This is answer option B, from 1 to 100 nm. Okay, if you are confused about this, you can eliminate. You can get to the answer by eliminating the options also. This is Armstrong. This will be wrong. Okay, and this is micrometer. This will be wrong. This is mm. This is wrong. So only one option with pure nanometer. This is answer option B. Okay. So I hope I am clear in this video of solution of CDS 12021. If you have any doubt, you can comment, and you can ask doubts about any of the questions. Okay, and I will be providing the PDF of this video in the description box, so you can get the PDF from there. And the most important thing, after going through this video, please go through the NCERT of class 9 and 10, because you can see that almost all the questions, total 30 questions, are coming directly from these two books. So if you are thorough with each and every chapter of this book, I'm sure you will be able to answer almost 30 questions. Okay, and this will help you to qualify your GS portion. Okay, so without wasting time, go and study. And if you want to connect with me on different social media platforms, you can connect with me on Telegram as well as on Instagram. So if you like the content, then do share it to your friends, and also comment which whatever means content you want in the coming videos. So I will be working on it. So till then, thank you so much.